Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to everyone. So today we're going to start our first lecture on chapter 1, Introduction to Construction Management. Okay, this is the introduction to construction management. So we're going what is management, right? Okay, for the learning outcome, at the end of this chapter, students should be able to illustrate several definitions of management. You should know what is the meaning of management. Okay, and then you can apply management concept in the work environment. Then you can illustrate the system approach to develop basic and comprehensive project management. First of all, what is project? You need to know what is project. What is called by a project? So the definition of project is complex, non-routine, one-time effort, limited by time, budget, resources and performance specification designed to meet the customer need. Meaning that in a simple word, you can't do the project by yourself. Okay, so normally bila project tu kita akan ada ramai participant. So dalam in construction, so we have client, you CNS consultant, you have M&E consultant, then you have quantity surveyor, and you might also deal with another subcontractor. Okay, and then you will deal with specialized contractor. So you can imagine how many people you're going to deal in one project. So that is a complex because of the complex of the project. Okay, project tu memang kompleks lah. Kita ada banyak kerja nak kena buat. Start daripada tender sampai you're going to submit the building to the client. Okay, so project also known as a non-routine. In construction project, that is a non-routine. Even though you are doing the same project, you're going to develop the project at the different location. So bila ada different location, you're going to face a different problem. Sometimes you're going to face the problem on the problem. Sometimes you're going to face the problem on the weather. You akan jumpa the non-routine lah, walaupun you buat sekolah dekat KL, you buat sekolah dekat Penang, tapi you akan jumpa you takkan jumpa benda yang sama exactly walaupun you guna the same design. Still akan ada masalah yang berbeza. Okay, so one-time effort tu limited by time, budget and resources, and also performance specification designed to meet the customer need. So one-time effort, tu you buat dalam masa 1 ataupun dalam masa 2 tahun, you kena completekan the project. So you akan fokus on that project. So 1 hari dan 1 tahun ataupun 2 tahun tu lah time limited tu yang you ada. Lepas tu you ada limited on resources including your machinery, lagi material, lepas tu workers, resources, then budget you ada complete on the specified budget yang dah di-approve. So you kena completekan within that budget. So okay. So to make sure your project success, the disciplines of planning, organizing, securing and managing resources to bring about the successful completion of specific project goals and objectives. So that you have to manage your project. That's why kita akan belajar on the management of construction project. So how you manage your project? Okay, start daripada you kena plan. First of all, you kena plan dulu apa you nak buat. So planning tu daripada start you nak masuk tender. Okay, you find the tender advertisement kan dalam dalam newspaper ke ataupun dalam website ke anything. Okay, start dari situ kita dah kena plan dah apa benda kita nak kena buat. Okay, this is the nature of project. So project have the specific objective. Okay, cadangan membina sekolah yang mengandungi 3 tingkatan. drawing tu, okay, you akan ada keluar kat tepi tu cadangan membina apa benda. Dia akan spesifik berapa bilik darjah kalau buat sekolah kan, ada apa perpustakaan ke, ada library ke yang mengandungi padang ke, so title of the drawing tu pun akan jadi panjang, macam semua benda dia nak buat. That is the objective ataupun the main concern of the project that we going to debate the specific objective. And then project is a unique, macam tadilah unique, satu je tak jumpa the same project with the same problem with the same resources, tak. Okay, walaupun kita buat sekolah ada banyak, we have a lot of school dekat Malaysia, so every school akan ada the different the design, ada different location dah tak sama kan, ada different resources. That is the unique of the project. Even though the client tu Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia, client sama tapi projek akan berbeza-beza. Okay, walaupun nampak sama tapi there will be the unique dia lah. Okay, and then we are going to have the timeline. Bila dia kena siap, that is on the timeline. Then you have to manage the resources. So resources including machinery, materials, your workers. This is the basic resources lah. Then you need to manage the diversity and also the risk and uncertainty. The risk and uncertainty is different at every types of project. Okay, because of the location, because of the resources, okay, dan banyak-banyak sebab lagi lah. Okay, the reason, so before we start our project, so you need to identify the risk dulu, potential. Okay, kawasan, kalau you nak buat high-rise building, contoh you nak buat dekat Ipoh, so what is the risk? Okay, types of soil, dia tak sesuai untuk buat high-rise, contoh dia macam tu. Kalau you nak buat sekolah dekat tengah pulau, so what is the risk kat situ? That you need to identify, okay, as a project manager, sebelum masuk tender, so kita dah ada we bid for the tender. So dah dapat tender, you kena juga. Kalau you dah sukses dapat tender of the project, okay, you kena settle the risk. So before that, masa kita pergi site visit untuk lawat tapak, dan kita dah identify dulu, okay, mungkin projek tu duduk atas bukit, cerun. So macam mana you nak landaikan the cerun, all those things lah. Okay. This is the major characteristic of project. Sama dengan before this, nature of the project. Okay. So what is construction? Is act of building. So in project architecture, in civil engineering construction is the building or assembly of any infrastructure on a site of a building. Okay, construction, and then we have management. Okay, management in business and human organized activity in simple term, meaning that to act of get to get together is your consultant. So consultant, you ada architect, you ada CNS, and then you have apa tadi, M&E, you ada QS, lepas tu you ada subcon, you ada nominated subcon. Okay, so this is how to add the people together. So dalam site tu you ada ramai orang. Okay, so kalau you pergi site meeting, so you akan deal dengan your client, your contractor, your consultant, subcon. Biasanya nominated subcon ataupun specialist subcontractor lah yang akan involve sekali dalam meeting. Okay, so too many people kat situ. So you just imagine bila dah ramai-ramai, you need to manage them. So, macam mana semua orang tu to get in one objectives to complete the project. Okay, ikut spec, ikut drawing, ikut the client need. So that is management. Okay, resources. So this is the resources. So resources is your employees, financial, products, location, and also information. Okay, so management is planning tadi, you planning, so you organize, you lead, and you control all these resources. So this is the resources yang you need to manage lah. Okay, So your employee, you need to manage your financial, your budget, your cost, you order barang, okay, the payment, that payment to subcon, okay, payment to the consultant, and then the product, okay, product is material you use, location and automation. So this is all those things yang you kena manage lah. Okay, so you manage how to manage. Okay, kita gunakan konsep planning, organizing, and then we have leading and also controlling. Okay, so this is concept of management. Okay, then you lead yourself and then also you control yourself. Okay, that is management. This is lah, sorry. Okay, so what is construction management? Back to getting people together. So kalau dalam management is to get all those involved in the management to complete the project. Okay, to meet the requirement. Okay, what is project management? This is the definition of project management in dictionary, from the dictionary. So the art and science of controlling people, equipment, material, money and schedule to complete on time and within the approved cost of the operation building undertaking. Okay. So the objective is to complete on time, within cost and to require quality standard. So this is objective of construction management. Okay, so we're going to cost and quality here. So how you going to complete your project on the time given with the cost approved, okay, with the stated quality or standard that been approved. Okay, that is objective of the project management. So managing the project include the established clear and achievable objective, easy to understand, unique and measurable. Measurable tu meaning that okay, you boleh siapkanlah dia on the time and within the time and cost. Okay, logiknya. Okay, you nak buat sekolah, dia bagi masa dia 2 tahun. Okay, you can complete the project lah. Okay, within the cost given. So sometimes ada kalau projek yang terbengkalai tu, sometimes dia cost tak logik ke, cost yang approved tu tak measurable with the kerja yang you kena buat. Organisation chart and meet the needs. So organisation chart, you akan ada client punya organisation chart, and then your consultant, each of the consultant, you akan ada chart untuk contractor. Okay, so this is the organisation chart. So dalam meeting report tu, monthly report tu, you akan ada this chart. Okay, so the concept must be the one person responsible for the project. So this one will be the project manager. So we work with the project manager. So approve scope, budget and schedule. We have scope, budget and schedule. Scope tu kita akan breakdownkan dia, the work breakdown structure. So we going to break the scope lah, apa yang you kena buat. Okay, project ni apa yang kena ada, kita akan break. Okay, date and end date. Okay, so yang tu semua dalam work breakdown structure. Okay, paling penting you need to have the organisation chart to show the authority and responsibility for all the team member. Then the project tasks are organized around the work to be performed. The schedule and budget are linked to the scope of project, and there should be an explicit, the clear and precisely expressed operational work plan to guide the entire work. Okay, so kena ada lah semua ni. Okay, so we're going to look into the management key concept. Okay, so in management, you need to have the organization, you need to have goals and also the process of the management. Okay, planning, organizing, okay, we have staffing, so monitoring and the people who is the organisation, okay, projek ni, okay, buat sekolah, siapa klien, siapa kontraktor, siapa consultant. Okay, so all those things akan ada di orang punya specific goals. Okay, apa dia kena buat. Okay, then the goals so is the desired future condition that the organisation seek to achieve. And management is the process of using the organisation resources to achieve the organisation goals by you planning. Okay, you plan what to do from start to the end. Then you organize apa yang kita dah plan tu, kerja apa kita buat, kita organize, susun dia, which come first, which is the critical activity yang kita kena priorities. Okay, lepas you dah susun all those work, and then you letak staff. Okay, siapa yang kena handle this types of work, siapa yang kena handle this type of work. So kita susunlah staffing. Okay, lepas tu monitoring and control. Monitoring, you check, you tengok what is the problem, masalah dia. Then controlling is take corrective action. Lepas dah monitoring, you dah find the problem, then you take corrective action. Macam mana kita nak atasi material sampai lambat, ataupun kenapa concrete mixer sampai lambat. Okay, then kita take corrective action. That's why monitoring and controlling. It's not you go and monitor your team, dia kerja tak siap, tak boleh complete on that day. Lepas tu kita tak buat apa-apa, tak boleh. Okay, so you need to monitor and controlling. Additional key concept, additional thing, you kena ada resources. And this one lah yang tadi tu, people, machinery, raw material, you have information, skill and also financial capital. And for the person yang akan control the resources, you need to have the manager. Okay, so manager are the person who responsible for supervise the use of the organisation. One yang biasanya kita akan tengoklah what is the function. Okay, organization performance, you going to have the efficiency and effectiveness. So efficiency, a measure of how well resources are used to achieve a goals, and effectiveness is a measure of appropriateness of the goals chosen and the degree to which they are achieved. Okay, so dalam satu organisation, so you need an efficiency and effectiveness. Okay, so how were your resources used to achieve a goal? Okay, berapa ramai workers yang you perlukan? Kalau contoh you nak buat plastering ataupun laying brick, okay, so untuk area dalam satu bilik lah, satu bilik you perlukan berapa orang? Okay, so you kena tengok you nak kena siapkan dalam masa berapa hari, 1 hari, 2 hari, 3 hari. Okay, kalau dalam masa 1 hari you berapa ramai? Seorang cukup, 2 orang cukup, seorang boleh siap dalam satu dinding dalam masa 1 hari. Okay, that is efficient lah, efficiency. So effectiveness ni a measure of appropriateness of the goal chosen and the degree to which they are achieved. Okay, macam mana effectivenya method tu. Okay, method yang digunakan sama ada seorang tu pergi ambil brick, dia tampal plaster and dia laying brick, dia seorang ataupun ada orang lain yang akan bagi brick dekat dia. That is effective. Method yang kita gunakan tu berjaya tak mencapai kita punya objektif untuk hari itu. Okay, that is the efficiency and effectiveness. And then we have managerial function. So managerial function was found by Henry Fayol. Okay, this is managerial people lah. Okay, this is dia manager. So dia kata manager at all level operating in for-profit or not for-profit organisation must perform each of this function. Okay, so to manage you kena ada planning, you kena ada organising, you need to leading and you need to control. This is the 4 main function of management. Okay, kena ada ni. So what is planning? So planning is the process used by the manager to identify and select appropriate goals and courses of action for an organization. Okay, So the planning function determine how effective and efficient the organization is and determine the strategies of the organization. So you plan, okay, you plan, kita akan plan kalau dalam construction kita plan by work breakdown structure. So we break all the work to be done, okay, into the smaller part tu. Apa bajet dia berapa, lagi apa, start date, okay, completion date, tu dalam planning. Then dah plan, macam biasalah you plan hari ni besok nak bangun pukul berapa. So you plan besok nak bangun pukul 6 pagi, lepas solat nak pergi jogging. And then dah jogging nak breakfast, kita plan sampailah untuk sampai tidur. So setiap hari pun orang akan plan hidup dia kan, kita akan plan hidup kita. So lepas you dah plan, then you organize. So besok the day tu you organize lah. Oh, nak bangun pukul 6 pagi, macam mana kita bangun pukul pagi? Kita kunci jam contoh. Okay, lepas tu nak pergi jogging, nak mandi dulu ke tak? So you plan. Then you organize to create the structure of working relationship between organization member that best allow them to work together and achieve the goal. Manager will group people into department according to the task performed. Then you akan give authorities and responsibilities to your staff. So dah ada banyak department. Okay, you ada site. So you ada office. Okay, so kat site ada site office. Site office ni company punya office lah. Kat sini ada admin, administrator, so finance duduk sini. Okay, HR. Okay, so dekat site office you akan ada site clerk. Okay, you ada sometimes kita akan ada clerk of work. Okay, tu. So kita organize siapa duduk kat site, siapa jaga dekat office, we organize. So staffing, pada organize, then we put our staff to keeping field with qualified people or position in the business. Okay, you tak cukup staff siapa, you tak cukup orang finance, then you find finance people. You tak cukup HR, you cari admin, macam tu. You company need to recruit and then hiring, training, evaluate. Contohnya staff perform, then company akan bagi compensation. Okay, naik gaji ke, bagi bonus ke. Okay, specific activity include in the function. Okay, getting the right people for the right job is the outcome of staffing. Bukanlah satu company. Contoh, kalau you work in the small company, kontraktor kecil lah kan. Sometimes kontraktor kelas A pun, dia akan ada seorang je staff site, meaning site engineer. So site engineer ni akan buat mostly all the work. Okay, site engineer akan ada satu project and dia akan buat mostly of all the lah. Dia buat admin, dia buat filing, macam tu lah. Kalau you kerja dengan well established punya company, so dia dah ada, memang ada banyak-banyak department. So every each of department tu ada staff-staff dia sendiri. So depends, okay. Dia tak compulsory untuk setiap company tu kena ada. So kalau company tu besar, company tu kecil, so projek pun tak banyak, and then dia tak perlukan ramai company. Dia tak perlukan ramai workers. Okay, dia perlukan certain people je. So that dia boleh perform the job lah. Okay, leading. So manager determine the direction, state a clear vision for employees to follow and help employees understand their roles. And then leadership involve a manager using power, influence, vision, persuasion and communication skills. So outcome of the leading function is a high level of motivation and commitment from employee to the organisation. That is the leading. Okay, you lead your team. Okay, apa kita kena buat. Okay, kalau problem dekat site macam ni, macam mana you nak solve. Okay, problem you order concrete, so concrete tu datang tak ikut spec. You nak kena buat apa dulu. Finish. Okay, so you lead your team member, especially kalau you are site engineer, you kena lead your punya workers. Okay, biasa kita ada general workers, skill dengan unskill. So that you need to lead them. So controlling, as I mentioned before, you take corrective action so to improve the performance. So once you have monitoring, okay, manager dah monitor, engineer dah monitor, so pergi kat site tengok, oh okay, hari ni sepatutnya siap completing first floor, tapi tak, by the end of the day sampai pukul 5 tak boleh siap. Then you kena find out what is the reason, kenapa tak siap, what is the problem. Okay, sebab apa? Sebab concrete tak cukup. Macam mana boleh tak cukup? Oh, salah order, salah kira. So you need to take corrective action. So the next step, the next concreting day tu, so you kena make sure lah dah kira betul berapa meter cube nak order, berapa lori, berapa lori going to repeat the same problem ataupun the same difficulty. Okay. Okay, so management level. Okay, so the management level we have top manager, middle manager, first line and non-management. So management level ni you focus in contoh company Megah Holding lah. Glamour kan Megah Holding. Megah Holding. Okay, so dalam Megah Holding, dalam satu company tu, so who going to be the top manager? Orang paling atas dekat dalam company. So this one will be the CEO. CEO ataupun director. This one is owner lah. Okay, pemegang saham terbesar, owner of company. Okay, so owner of the company will be the top manager. Okay, so the function ataupun function dalam company. So responsible for the performance of all department and have cross-departmental responsibility. It establish organization goals, monitor middle manager. Okay, top manager. Okay, so manager dia kena plan for the whole company. Okay, so middle manager. So middle manager will be the person who will going to help the top manager. This one will be the branch manager. Okay, kalau ada branch manager lah, dia ada cawangan dekat Kedah satu, KL satu, Kelantan satu, so dia akan jadi branch middle manager. Okay, then project manager. Okay, company ada banyak projek kan, ada utara, selatan, timur, barat, so dia akan jadi okay, kalau dia tak ada branch, dia ada satu je, so department manager will be the middle manager. Okay, so first line manager is your site supervisor kalau construction lah. Okay, the person yang jaga satu projek tu. Okay, kalau projek A, so dia jaga. Projek B, site manager orang lain. Okay, then non-management ni yang skill workers yang buat kerja hari-hari, skill workers or unskilled. Okay, unskilled workers. This is the one who do the day-to-day punya work, yang buat kerja kat site. Okay, kalau kilang yang duduk dekat kilang tu lah yang pasang barang, that is non-management. Okay. So we have manager. And this one we going to be 3 lah, the third one. So yang bawah ni is non-management. Okay, the function for each of the manager. Okay, top manager yang tadi responsible for the performance of all department and have cross-departmental. Okay, middle manager supervise the first line managers, responsible to find the best way to use departmental resources to achieve the goals. And the first line manager responsible for day-to-day operation, and he going to supervise the people who perform the activity required to make the good or service. Okay, first line manager tu site supervisor, site engineer will be at the first line manager. Okay. Alright. So to be a manager, you kena ada skills. Okay. So macam dekat skill, and you kena ada effective skill. Okay, that is the skill that need by the manager. Okay, so kalau dalam manager, you kena ada conceptual skill, you kena ada human skill, and you kena ada technical skill lah. So conceptual skills is ability to analyze and diagnose a situation and find the cause and effect. Okay, konsep tu. Okay, konsep tu macam you belajar static dynamic. Okay, you belajar the konsep, you belajar soil mechanic, fluid mechanic. So that is the concept of the fluid. That is the concept of the soil. Kenapa you kena soil tu kena porous, macam tu. That is concept lah you belajar. Okay, and then technical skill pula. Technical is the job specific knowledge required to perform a task. Okay, kalau dalam engineering ataupun dalam construction, the technical skill is skill lah. Macam mana you bend besi kan, rebar tu, macam mana you bend besi, that is a technical skill. Okay, drawing, okay, you design, okay, macam mana you design RC steel, macam mana you buat design timber, that is a technical skill. Okay. And human skill, so this is the ability to understand, alter, lead and control people behavior. So human skill ni kena ada dekat semua types manager. Tadi kita ada tiga level kan, top, middle and first line. So human skill kena ada dekat semua tiga-tiga ni. Okay, nanti kita akan tengok what is the difference for skill versus dengan types of manager. Okay, human skill tu rasa empathy, you kesian dekat staff you, kesian dekat your workers. Okay, hari tu dia tak sihat, tapi dia datang kerja juga, so you akan suruh dia pergi. Okay, the human skill lah. Okay, the skill needed by the manager level. Okay, yang tadi lah concept, human and technical. As you can see, for this manager, for these three types of manager, top, middle and manager, so human skill should be should be sama lah untuk setiap level of manager. Doesn't matter you are the CEO ke, you are site engineer ke, so human skill tu kena sama sebab yang tu is human kan, sifat empathy, sifat simpati dekat orang, so semua tak kisahlah you CEO ke, you tukang kutip sampah ke, you site engineer ke, so the human skill tu kena sama, so you nampaklah ada balance kat situ. Okay, so the difference is between the concept and technical. Tadilah concept tu the basic knowledge kan, konkret, even though bukanlah kalau you set engineer you yang tuan konkret, tapi you tahu macam mana nak buat konkret. Compare dengan top manager. Okay, so you boleh tengoklah kat sini. Contoh you buat concreting kat sini. Concreting. So at site kan. Okay, the line manager, yang ni siapa? Site engineer. Ini CEO. So middle manager kita project manager lah. Okay, site engineer okay, so the knowledge of the technical between top manager dengan line manager akan jadi different lah. Top manager, so dia tahu macam mana dia nak baju konkret, dia tahu dalam konkret ada apa. We have aggregate, we have sand, we have cement, we have water. Okay, tapi the way how you mix all the material tu, you nak masukkan apa dulu, semen dulu ke, ataupun you masukkan batu dulu ke, terus ataupun you campur je semua baru you mix ke. Okay, that semen berapa, aggregate berapa, air berapa. So yang kalau kita nak compare, top manager still tahu, dia ada basic. So tapi yang paling pandai nak buat seorang dekat site lah, sebab dia buat benda tu hari-hari kan. Sama juga macam konsep. Okay, so kalau fluid mekanik, basic. Okay, dengan top manager. Okay, nak jadi CEO of the company, you ada basic concept of top, fluid, soil, solid. Okay, you pandai lah semua tu kan. Tapi orang dekat site engineer pun pandai juga, tapi dia lebih lah dekat pada technical compare dengan top manager. Okay, top manager dia akan faham more on the concept dulu. Okay, sebab dia nak develop the company, okay, dia nak jaga company tu, dia kena tahu lah konsep macam mana dia nak kembangkan company dia. Okay, dia tak perlulah tahu in details macam mana dia nak check slump test bila sampai kat site tu, slump test tu fail ke tak. Dia tahu. Itu kerja orang technical. Okay, kalau middle manager, dia kena ada konsep dengan technical tu kena sama pandai. Because he is the one yang top manager akan refer and also line manager. So top manager akan refer dekat middle manager, lepas tu line manager pun refer dekat middle manager. Project manager ni lah orang paling busy kat site. Semua masalah orang tala kat dia, semua masalah orang akan pergi cari project manager. Okay, any problem dekat site yang site engineer tak boleh nak solve, tak boleh decide, especially on the costing ke kan. So dia akan pergi dekat project manager, so dia bagi tahu what is the problem. Lepas tu project manager kalau dia tak boleh settle, then dia akan go to the top manager. Okay, so top manager will decide, especially kalau the problem include on the money ataupun additional cost. So kita tak boleh suka-suka hati decide. So you need to discuss with the top manager. Kalau problem tu tak melibatkan pertambahan kos, okay, then you as a site engineer, so you boleh solve terus lah. Supplier tu, okay, line manager ni kena call. So sepatutnya material sampai pukul 12, konkret sampai pukul 12. You nak konkret ni sekejap lagi 12.30. Okay, tapi tak sampai-sampai lagi. So you yang as a site engineer, so you kena solve the problem. Okay, tapi kalau contohnya ada design failure, okay, ada perubahan design ataupun design failure, so site engineer tak boleh nak decide. Okay, dia kena consult dengan project manager. So project manager akan discuss dengan RE, okay, discuss dengan consultant, okay, and then dia akan propose method to rectify the design failure kepada top manager. So dia beritahu lah kita kena buat macam ni, so ada tambah cost sikit ke, so top manager akan decide perlu ke tak, ataupun you kena juga cari any solution yang tak menyebabkan cost bertambah ke, so depends. Okay, so that we going to be the skill lah. Okay, you kena tahu dekat is on the time spent in carry out the managerial function. So berapa banyak masa kita perlukan untuk planning, organizing, leading and controlling. So depends pada your level of manager. So kalau you first line manager, so you paling banyak dekat leading. So this one you akan lead your skill workers, your unskilled, okay, your supplier. Sebab ni duduk dekat site base. Okay, so controlling tadi apa? Controlling is take corrective action kan. So take corrective action tu maksudnya menyelesaikan masalah. Okay, so dia akan besar, you tengok the time tu akan lebih dekat top manager ataupun middle manager macam tadi lah. Okay, you tengok problem. Okay, first line, mana yang dia boleh settle dekat site on the spot, and dia settle. Bila benda tu manager akan pergi dekat top manager, so that top manager yang akan control, okay, boleh proceed with that rectification ke tak. Okay, same goes with the planning lah. So planning semua orang kena plan kerja masing-masing. Okay, tak kisah you top manager ke, you middle manager ataupun you first line manager, you need to plan your work. Okay, simple we organize. So besar dekat top manager because he is the one yang manage the whole company kan, the whole project tu. So dia kena organize lah siapa yang dia nak hantar ke cawangan, cawangan mana, branch ke, okay, project mana. So dia akan organize. So first line dia just organize dia punya workers yang dekat site tu sahaja. Okay, subcon, okay, dia punya supplier, so dia organize kat situ. Okay, so this is the difference on the time spent. Tadi kita tengok the skill for each manager. So there the different on the skill types and also time spent on the manager times. Okay. Okay, this one is the key managerial roles. So manager is someone that can give information. Okay, either monitor, disseminator and also spokesman. Okay, you akan deal, you deal dengan your supplier, you deal dengan consultant, you deal dengan local authority. So you is someone yang boleh bagi information. Okay, information meaning that you boleh sampaikan the true information lah. Okay, and then manager you also is the one who can make decision. When you be a manager, you kena berani buat keputusan. You tak boleh tolak-tolak dekat orang lain. Okay, you kena berani untuk decide. Okay, and also interpersonal, kena ada interpersonal skill as a leader. So you kena liaise and also as a figurehead. Okay, so this is the rules for the key manager. So this one is the new rules. Help define tasks and goals, manage conflict and relationship, and observe from distance. So rules for another rules for manager, clarify the team boundaries. You need to obtain the necessary training, continue to do real work and assess skill. So this one is the another management challenge. We have increasing number of global organization. Okay, so most of the company they ada hire management consultant. Kita ada project management consultant to manage the project, especially kalau lebih daripada 20 million something. Okay, kita akan hire another consultant. Okay, so that to make sure that project will complete on time, tak ada masalah. Okay, untuk jaga reputasi lah. And then building competitive advantage through superior efficiency, quality, innovation and responsiveness. So nowadays building construction pun you dah tengok high-rise build sustainable building, that is on the building competitive. And then how to increase the performance while remaining ethical manager. So this ethicals is the main problem dalam construction. So how you going to manage your team? Okay, you manage the team to follow the specification, especially lah drawing specification. Okay, we remain by using the ethical manager. Okay, you tak boleh lah terima rasuah, you tak boleh salah guna kuasa. Okay, you bagi kerja subkon dekat orang yang you kenal, tak boleh lah. Okay, and then managing and increasing diverse of workforce and using the new technology. So the latest is on the BIM. Kita tengok BIM, BIM, building nanti. Okay, so why we need to have a project management for the construction project? So because of the latest technology and knowledge explosion. Okay, then you need to shorter construction period. Cost of project normally more than 1 million. Okay, some biasanya project yang high rise, so kita can hire another project management consultant. Selain daripada you ada architect, you ada CNS, you ada M&E, semua tu you kena ada satu lagi project management consultant. This is the high rise building lah, ataupun mega project. Tak semesti high rise, mega project juga. Okay, until here. This one is basic management concept. So basic management concept, we have two types of theory. One is classical theory, another one is human relation theory. So classical theory is on the management is a classical theory. So human relation theory ni dia more to how you manage the human atau how you manage your manager ataupun your workers lah. That is on the human relation. Okay, so we have two different types of management concept. Okay, Henry Fayol yang tadi lah the one who find about the management. Okay, management concept, dia kata you need to have the planning, you need to organize, you need to direct and controlling, so that baru your management tu boleh perform. Okay. So have 14. Then we have Frederick Winslow Taylor. Okay, this is the one develop the scientific management method to the management of workers could improve the productivity. Okay, so he assumed that make them efficient. Workers were naturally inclined to be lazy and inefficient. So kalau bos tak tengok, okay, lecturer tak push, betul lah kan, student lecturer tak push, dia akan jadi lazy lah, macam malas masuk kelas, assignment pun buat lambat-lambat, okay, hantar last minute, that is kalau tak ada benda, tak ada orang push lah. So kalau dia kata, okay, siapa hantar on time, siapa yang hantar awal dapat extra 10 markah, so semua akan hantar awal. Contoh kalau bos kata, okay, siapa yang boleh siapkan this project within the time frame ataupun early from the time frame, so dia akan dapat additional bonus. Semua orang kan berlumba-lumba. Kalau tak, semua orang pun macam tak apalah, nantilah. Okay, macam tu. So he developed time and motion study. Okay, refined by Frank and Lillian Gilbert. So to reduce the number of motion in performing the best known as experiment involving the bricklaying, workers should operate with management, not trade union. Okay, that's it. Sampai Elton Mayer. Okay, Elton Mayer introduced Houghton effect. So improvement in productivity or equality resulting from the fact that workers knew they were being studied or observed. Okay, so kalau ada orang yang monitor dia sentiasa, so workers tu akan lebih efektif, lebih efficient. Okay, that is by Elton Mayer. Okay, kalau test ada lecturer depan tengok sahaja, so student akan jawab. Betul-betul lah, workers tak meniru. Okay, kalau online test, you Google, you buka notes, you buka nota, you message kawan, you tanya. So contoh you otakkan. Okay, improvement in productivity. Okay, then McGregor, so Douglas McGregor. So this is the one who developed the theory X and Y. Okay. So theory X and Y. Theory X is people born disliking work, okay, will avoid if can. So kalau you ada duit yang banyak, okay, you ni anak orang kaya, nak raja ke contoh lah kan, banyak duit kan, so you tak rasa pun nak kerja. Okay, so this is by Douglas lah. Douglas kata you're not going to do any work, okay, you akan cuba elakkan. Okay, we are trying to avoid, kalau if we can lah. Okay, then most people must be controlled and treated before they will work hard enough. Okay, tadi lah. Okay, siapa siapkan awal, dia dapat extra mark. Ataupun siapa datang awal pergi kerja, dia dapat naik. Nak datang kelas on time, before class start dah masuk kelas kalau face to face kan. Kalau pukul 2 lah baru nak masuk, bukan datang pukul 1.50 ke. Okay, contoh. Okay, the average human prefer to be directed, dislike responsibility, meaning that only small community are born leader, others are followers. Okay, so you boleh check lah, you punya follower IG ada berapa, compare dengan you follow kat ada kan. So kita ada kalau dalam Facebook ataupun IG, you ada follower dengan following kan. So you following tu lagi banyak ke you punya follower lagi banyak. Okay, kalau dalam kelas, kalau kita kalau lecturer tanya siapa nak jadi class rep, siapa nak jadi ketua, semua senyap. Okay, tak adalah orang yang okay saya nak. Even though bila kita cari untuk jadi MPP pun susah nak dapat yang betul-betul nak dia beritahu, okay, saya nak jadi leader. Tak. Okay, and that is dia tu tak banyak. Okay, mostly kita kena develop. Okay, kita kena develop, kita kena asas skill je, hantar pergi course apa-apa kan, to increase dia punya confidence, communication skill, dan baru dia boleh jadi leader. Sebab tu ada banyak course macam mana untuk jadi leader. Kalau macam business tu, macam mana you nak born as a businessman. So follower tu lagi ramai, and instead of to be born leader. Okay. Okay, then that one is a theory X tadi. So theory Y pula, yang ni untuk the person yang suka bekerja. Okay, working natural as playing and roasting. Yang ni betul-betul siapa yang buat as a leader lah. Okay, dia memang ada inisiatif untuk buat benda sendiri sebelum orang suruh. Okay, control and punishment are not the only way to make people work. If the job is satisfied, then the result will be commitment to the organisation. Okay, people usually accept yang untuk teori Y ni lah. Okay, dia boleh buat kerja tanpa kita suruh. Okay, dia boleh bangun awal, mak dia tak payah kejut. Okay, dia boleh sampai kelas awal sebelum lecturer masuk. Kalau kerja pukul 8, pukul 7.30 dia dah sampai, dia dah siap breakfast. Pukul 8 tu dia sharp terus buat kerja, bukan pukul 8 baru nak buat kerja. That is a theory Y lah. So the difference between theory X and theory Y. So mostly theory X ni orang yang kita kena push dia untuk bekerja. Okay, theory Y ni yang memang suka buat apa yang dia nak buat tu, apa kerja yang dia buat tu. Okay, so to be a leader, to choose the theory Y, you kena ada theory Y. Okay, so you tak perlu, tak payah disuruh kan. So kita suka, that is theory Y. Okay, theory Y is difficult. Theory Y is difficult to put into practice on the shop floor in large mass production operation, but it can be used initially in the managing of managers and professionals. Managers should be manager kerja dia your so no solution for problem but framework for improve management and performance. Okay, so theory Z developed by William Ochi. This is referred as the Japanese management style. By modern Japanese management places a large amount of freedom and trust with workers and assume that workers have a strong loyalty and interest in team working and the organisation. To William Ochi, dia kata kita kena bagi trust to our workers. Okay, so macam sekarang most of the in Malaysia semua dah work going to trust our workers lah. Dia memang kat rumah tu dia buat kerja, dia bukan buat benda lain, bukan dia merayam. Okay, the last one will be the Maslow hierarchy of needs. So Maslow hierarchy, Maslow state that people will complete the lower part dulu. Okay, most basic needs, baru kita akan fikir to increase our higher part. Okay, the low part is the biological and physical needs. So you ada basic life need lah, ada air, water, shelter, you ada rumah, you ada kenderaan. Okay, nowadays you kena ada wifi, so that becoming your physical and biological needs. Okay, when you dah ada all those things, you dah kerja, you dah ada tempat tinggal, tak kisahlah you sewa ke, you beli ke, you ada kenderaan, kereta ke, basikal ke, anything kan. Then baru you think for the next step lah. Okay, on your safety needs. Okay, nak pasang limit lah. And then we go to the belonging and love needs. Ada family, we have relationship. Okay, and then esteem needs. Okay, dah cukup yang tu, then you dah rasa you dah ada family, then you kena fulfill the responsibility, your achievement. Okay, you work hard for your achievement. Okay, kalau sebelum ni setiap bulan duit cukup-cukup makan. Lepas tu bila ada estimate, you buat part timer, you ada extra money. Okay, lepas tu bila you rasa dah settle down, and you ada self actualization, you nak cari your personal growth. Okay, you nak sambung study ke, you nak jadi IR ke, you nak buka company ke, that is your self actualization. So the key is bila you fulfill the lower part ni dulu, okay, yang bawah ni you fulfill, then baru you akan fikir untuk pergi higher part lah, step by step. Okay, kalau yang bawah pun you tak boleh fulfill, then macam mana you nak improve yourself. Okay, that is buka company. Dia mesti ada step by step kan. That is the Maslow hierarchy of need. Okay, each of us is motivated by needs. Our most basic needs are inborn, having evolved over tens of thousands of years. Okay, when the lower order needs of physical and emotional well-being are satisfied, then only we concern with the higher order needs of influence and personal development. Okay, if the thing that satisfy our lower order needs are swept away, we are no longer concerned about the maintenance of higher others need. Okay, kalau tiba-tiba you tak ada kerja, so you dah tak fikir dah lah you punya impian tu. Okay, fikir untuk cari duit untuk makan hari ni. So that is the lower part. So kalau dah hari-hari dapat gaji bulan, so you akan fikir untuk next step lah. That is Maslow. Okay, for this chapter, you need to master or you need to understand top, middle and first line. Okay, that is the most important. You kena tahu the three types tu. Okay, what is the difference between T, apa skill yang dia kena ada. Okay, time frame untuk dia apa. That is one. Okay, another one you need to know the basic management concept tadi lah, planning, organizing, staffing, monitoring, and controlling. Okay, you need to know what is each of the concept. Okay, all right, that's it for the chapter 1. Okay, we're going to continue our discussion on our theme. Okay, I will share with you an assignment, a simple assignment to make sure that you understand for this topic. Okay, we're going to continue on the next class until we meet again.